On to Game 6 against the St. Louis Blues. Back on home ice. Riley Smith is cooled off. The Flames, however, appropriately so, have not cooled off. Now just one win away from the Stanley Cup Final. We've been in this scenario before. We've been in the Western Conference Final one time before in this GM mode. It went to a 7th game. What's going to happen against the St. Louis Blues in this Game 6? Taking it to a Game 6 at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome. It is a hockey night in Canada. Can St. Louis push this to a 7th game and keep their hopes alive? Keep the hopes alive of preventing an all-Canadian Stanley Cup Final as well. That's also what looms large. Should Calgary win this game, defend home ice? Guess what? We have an all-Canadian Stanley Cup Final. It would be blue. It would be Flames and Senators. It would be Blues and Senators should the Blues win the next 2 games, of course, in this series. They're on the brink of elimination. I thought we played an excellent Game 5, especially in that third period. I thought we slowly collected ourselves as we went about the rest of game number 5. This is back on home ice, where we played pretty well on home ice, did we not? I thought we played a really good... The last time we were here, we obviously won the last time we were in this building. We won Game 4. And I thought we played a pretty good game number 3 as well. Aaron Ekblad keeping that in. Ekblad! Hard shot blocked on the way through. Kevin Shattenkirk just trying to get the puck out of the zone for the St. Louis Blues. Get away from the danger that is the Aaron Ekblad missile, the rocket piss missile. Sent back into the zone and collected by Luff behind the Flames net. Hammered. Oh, the net's come off. Okay, I was going to hammer that around the boards. Never mind then. Wednesday night rivalry. Well, I don't think it's a Wednesday. It is not a Wednesday night in the game world. I think it's a... I'm pretty sure that in the game world it's a Saturday night. I looked at the calendar before I jumped in the game. I have no idea what day of the week it is in the game. I'm pretty sure it's a Saturday. It's the year is 2020, by the way. What a terrible year that was in the real world. The game world has no idea how bad 2020 was. But this is an alternate reality in which 2020 was super epic because the Calgary Flames are all the way in the Western Conference Final, and my mental health is doing really, really well right now. So we're having, oh my God, we're having a completely different experience here. That's an icing. Absolutely an icing. Touched up by Edmondson. Blues are down a defenseman on their typical starting roster because of the injury that was dished out in Game 2. Way back in Game 2 at the Scott Trade Center, Yuri Talusti took a game misconduct and a 5-minute major for boarding. I believe it was boarding. Injured the Blues defenseman. I've already forgotten who the injured Blues defenseman was. That's how much I clearly care about that guy. I don't know how important the defenseman was for the Blues' success. I'm not sure that it's played a role in this series, played a factor. I have something that I want to talk about, but that is not relevant. I'm going to keep it in the back of my mind for right now. But I'm going to talk about it at some point in this video. It is somewhat relevant to the video. Now we've got a whistle, and I will talk about it. So if anyone remembers Luke Adam, we saw Luke Adam in the first round of this playoff that we are currently in with the San Jose Sharks. Luke Adam was on the Buffalo Sabres in the Stanley Cup Final that we played against them. He seems to score goals against us. He scored in the Stanley Cup Final Game 7. He scored one of the goals in that first period of Game 7 that was played in this building. So we tend to end up going up against Luke Adam quite a lot. That's the man with the two first names, as I have commonly referred him to. David Backes with 16 points in 17 games. Been scoring a few goals in this series. He scored in the last game. But back on the Luke Adam discussion, I didn't realize that he was on the Stanley Cup Final Buffalo Sabres team that pushed this Calgary Flames to a 7th and deciding game that was, of course, played right here at the Saddle Dome. And scored in that game as well. Scored in that series. Been a problem for a long time, and, well, now he's in the West, competing against the Calgary Flames continuously with the San Jose Sharks. We see them almost every year we play in the playoffs, or at least it feels that way. So wild, if you really think about it, how every time we get into the postseason, we play the same teams. We play the Sharks and we play the Ducks every year. The only thing that really changes is should we go beyond round 1 or round 2. We end up seeing other teams like St. Louis in this case. We saw Chicago the last time we made the conference final, so that mixes things up nicely. That Chicago series was brilliant. One of the best series that I could have hoped for. It had a little bit of everything except the fighting, but it had everything you want to look for. I've kept Caron in the lineup because he made a difference. He's made a big difference. Troy Brouwer is the scratch man out of the lineup. So I didn't mention that in Game 5, but I took Caron out for Troy Brouwer. Brouwer is a healthy extra should we have an injury. Here's Caron, scored in the last game, and then almost created a goal. It deflected into the goaltender. He was looking for his teammate Stahlberg on the back door on that play. Sagan is better than point per game right now, doing everything that you need from a first-line center. Rich Peverly, who's brought out the dangles in this series. He has exposed himself as a dangler, which is something that is a pleasant surprise to me. I wasn't expecting those capabilities out of the hands of number 49 on the Calgary Flames. The dump in back in by Calgary, Peverly on the retrieval. There's the brilliant hands of Peverly coming into play. That is definitely, Seeloff is going to step in here. We're going to have our first fight in a while. Kubalik and Seeloff are going to go. It wouldn't be an elimination pivotal Game 6 without a little Tilly here on the ice, giving the Calgary Flames fans everything that they paid for. A ticket well paid right now, if you're a Flames fan. Not to this fight, though. This fight is not going the way that you would prefer to see it. Much more patient. I'm trying to dodge punches and block them, and I'm trying to get my fist. And Seeloff does get a fist in there. Take that line out of context if you want to. He just washes off his hands of that one easily. Business taken care of. Milan Kubalik with a bloody eye. That's what you get for checking my teammate into the glove. That was a great fight, by the way. That could have gone either way. The Flames are on the power play right now. Early power play in the game. Ekblad from behind the net. Are we on to something? What a goal. Granlund has the opening salvo in Game 6. Aaron Ekblad from behind the net. Aaron Ekblad, yes, from behind the net. With a number. Look at this. He looks like a natural back there. It's not how I typically draw these kind of power play setups up. But I'll do that every single time if it guarantees me a goal. Oh, the crowd is into it. They love this. They love the sight of that. The sound of the goal horn going off, the sight of the red light going off behind it. Uh-oh, we got a penalty coming up to Eller. Yes, this is the third line out there. Eller takes the face-off, loses it, took a penalty. The fans really booing this one. I don't think there's any way that you can not call that a penalty. Well, I don't know. I think he sold that a little bit. The referee's standing right there. The one referee that we have on the ice surface standing right there watching that penalty take place. Oh my God. Mrazek. It was on his shoulder. That's why he didn't. Thank God he didn't panic. Watch the replay. Look for the puck. Watch Mrazek's shoulder. Don't move a muscle. I mean, what do you do when you can't sense that the puck is on your shoulder? You just don't move. I think that was clearly the right thing to do. because we got a face-off out of it. We didn't get a goal scored on us. That was such a high-risk play. High-reward play if it worked out, because Ekblad jumped up on that. If we missed that puck, they're gone on a breakaway. But Ekblad ended up steaming in, picking that one up on the turnover. He went the other way, didn't really generate anything at the end of that play, but you'll take your chances with it. Tyler Seguin is offside. I don't think Seguin is offside. I think his teammate's offside. But Seguin is the one under possession and brought it into the zone. Going to feel like a long 57 seconds that we have to kill. I don't know why that came out. Well, I don't know why the word was pronounced like that for me. I have no idea. Great stick. The Blues should be offside on this. We'll send that down. Oh, Stahlberg in waiting. Nice little mohawk move off of the zone entry. Nice pivot there with the skates. A little face washing going on everywhere on the ice. Only if Caron is out there, and he's not killing penalties right now. I would like to see him mix it up, but we may just save that for, dare I say it, the Stanley Cup Final. Should we reach the Stanley Cup Final? This game and this series is yet to be decided. Can I remind you one more time? Great tunes, great selection of music here. I mean, I say that. I'm the guy that put the custom music in the game. So the DJ is rewarding me well with some great tunes inside the Saddle Dome. Pumped up for this playoff Game 6. Keith Ollie trying not to get beat around the outside. The power play is about to expire for St. Louis. Blocked by Ollie in front. Schmaltz from a dead angle, point blank. Not a dead angle, but from a dead stop, point blank. Talusti poked it back into the net. And there's the breakout. The big stretch pass finding Schwartz. He's in past the defense. I don't know why he didn't just go full charge to the net with that play. He should have just gone right to the net with it. Dumped in onside for the Flames. Edmondson plays it. The nice hip checking action going on there. Talusti laid for Seguin. Talusti's got to pick this up. Behind the net. Reversed for Smith. Smith gives it back for Talusti. Talusti back for Seguin, but it goes to the point instead. Well, Seguin was the wide open option on that play and made a lot of sense. Played off for Ekblad. We go behind the net. Ekblad shoveling it out to neutral ice. It's bouncing off of the ice surface past Riley Smith. Brought back in ahead by Jordan and flipped in. Just a little down the boards, down the half wall there. Tarasenko, the cutback against the grain. Tarasenko shooting, short side bid. Turned away by Mrazek's glove. Laxo, we want to shoot this down the rink. We'll take that. Jordan almost drew a penalty there. That could have been a board if we had fully committed to the hit. The Blues are on a wholesale change here. Laxo from behind the net on the wing. Slapped in from the left side by Kostitsin. Behind the net of Boynton. Got a board play going on here to the left of Boynton. Kept in by Laxo. Laxo cross rink. Kostitsin was wide open. He did not miss. He did not miss at all. What a snipe by number 74, the Flames winger. Left all alone, untouched on the opposite side of the rink. The pass, the vision from Laxo. It wasn't as smooth as it could be. That puck was tumbling on its way over. Settled beautifully, however, by Kostitsin. Ripped it. Top cheese over the blocker. Calgary is up in the game 2-0 late in this first period of play of game number 6. Heartbreaking for the Blues to come out and have this kind of effort. They've not played particularly poor, but to be down 2-0 like this, just like that, the power play coming, the penalty that they took, coming back to haunt them, just getting a little bit caught on the strong side of the rink on that goal. It was just scored by Kostitsin, and then they fumbled that play as well. Rimmed around. Stahlberg collects it off of the boards here. Give for Caron, going and chasing it in the corner. Caron passing for Stahlberg, but knocked down by Tarasenko and the Blues. They go back the other way. Clough, poke check back to center. Cogliano first man to it. Cogliano a dump in. Chase down his own rebound off the dump in. Shattenkirk first man in after that. Clough giving it away to Cogliano pretty carelessly, catching a big break that went offside. Tyler Seguin's point streak up to 7 games. And he's on the ice right now. You wouldn't expect anything less from Tyler Seguin. He is the captain. a role model for this Flames team, a catalyst for the offense. The connection has been Seguin and Riley Smith. This is why we're paying Seguin big money to Lusty. Why? I don't know why he did that. I'm not complaining, but why did he do a spinorama before he shot the puck? Karan is not on the ice. The Blues are frustrated clearly by their first period of play, trying to mix it up. This has been a very frustrating period, very clearly, for the St. Louis Blues. If you can't get on the scoreboard, you got to try to get even in other ways, I guess. I'm not going to give you that opportunity tonight unless I see fit. And if it's Karan that can fight, I thought we had a goal there. We had a goal certainly lined up. Lined up was Oshie by Luff. Luff is lined up by Berglund. The bodies are certainly hitting the floor now. Now, I'll say, go Peverly. If we give up a... You got to keep skating. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What a goofy end to the period for the Calgary Flames. But I love the effort. I love the energy that we have right now. It's a positive flow for the Calgary Flames. It's not hard to be when you're up 2-0. A fight in the period, a fight win for that matter, a power play goal, a 2-0 advantage coming out of the first 20 minutes of play. You can't say that we have anything to complain about. I'm counting on that man right there, Peter Mrazek. Play your best game in the goal crease. He's prone to soft goals. Very prone to softies. We've seen that in this series in particular has been a great example of the kind of goals that can go in, the kind of cheese that can go past Peter Mrazek. A 2-0 lead is far from safe, in my eyes. I just don't understand how you're going to watch. I'm glad there's a penalty. I just don't understand how you're going to watch your star player. That was a brilliant pass. That's why I went silent. That was a brilliant play to set up Lucy. I just don't know how you're going to watch your star player, Riley Smith, get decked like that. Watch Riley Smith on this play. They got him for yes, they did. They got him for charging. Not a board. It looked like, aside from the charge, it didn't look like all that bad of a hit. I'm going to be honest with you. Aside from the fact that it was charging, it was not a bad hit. We've made these guys pay on the power play already. Let's do it again. Show them why they do not hit the man that has the puck right here. Riley Smith, dangle to the inside, give for Granlund out of the corner. Swooping in to get it. Luff. This Blues team, they're really taking some liberties on the ice right now. Really are. They're not getting away with it, but they are definitely taking liberties on the ice. I've never seen anything like this. This team is definitely motivated. They are motivated to not lose this game. But in being motivated to play that physical style, that hard-hitting game, they're going to end up losing this one. They're going to be their own worst enemy. I invite you in. I invite you in to be your own worst enemy right now. I'm looking for a one-timer. Now we're changing places. Ekblad. Protect the puck. At some point, the puck's got to be on the net. That's not going to get on the net. Cleared by Palm. Very frustrating that we didn't get anything on the net. Palmenville with way too easy of a clear. I just. What? Why? I mean, they're going to keep taking these penalties all evening long. But this is just a weird setup. This is such a weird setup with the power play. But again, charging again. David Backus this time. The referees are not letting this go tonight. The precedent has clearly been set. Oh, I didn't even see that happen. I really never saw that. I have now. I've seen it now. Everything just gets on the net. Well, you want to be patient. You want to be patient. It's a 5-on-3. You want to be patient. This Blues team is going to play like this. We got to make them pay for it. Make them pay. Make them pay. That's fine. Riley Smith, I need him to get on the board again. I'd like to see some more points out of Riley Smith. A goal anyway. He has gotten some points. He's gotten assists. He's racked up points. But another one in the back of the net in this series on Boynton, icing on the cake for me. If he could just get one more. But he earned his keep with that first game of the series. That hat trick to open the series, he earned it. He doesn't have to prove anything else to me for the rest of the playoffs, really. Well, he does. We may potentially have a Stanley Cup final game to play. Well, we couldn't keep the puck in. We still don't even have it. Berglund is taking his sweet time, flinging it down the ice just wide. Up Peter Mrazek. We're on a normal power play right now. Well, that was a surefire goal in my book until it wasn't. I was about to run over Jordan Schmaltz there, and I oh my God. we may not leave this series without ice bags. For St. Louis, they'd love to put us in a body bag. That's what they'd love to put us in. Just missing. I mean, just by the finest of margins, we're just missing it. Get open, get open, get open, get open. Weirdest power play I've ever been on. I mean, weirdest power play of all time. We didn't do anything with that except we made Boynton do a bit of work, but no goal. And for that reason, I feel that it was an unsuccessful power play. We could have had more with that power play. Who knows if a third goal for Calgary in this game could be pivotal. We don't know what the story that remains to be told here has in store for us. One goal for St. Louis can quickly change things. The ice tilt very quickly in the St. Louis Blues' favor. Things can turn on a heel extremely quickly in a game like this one. Excellent play. Excellent. You had the trailer joining the play off the rush. Caron did everything right. Now, there should be a penalty against this. Normally, I keep doing that. I keep jawing at a player. The referee is only going to let so much go before they call the penalty against me. They didn't call anything against St. Louis on that. In my opinion, letting the Blues just get away with too much in a game that has become increasingly physical. Perfect time to do the puck chop right there by Rich Peverly. Yeah, tried to force that pass up to the point on that. I should have known better. But I didn't know where else to go with the puck there. Peverly at center, out to Cogliano. Oh, what a sweeping play. Wow. Deflected off Rodula. The pass was so hard, it deflected off of Rodula. Apparently that was a big hit. It was enough to get the fans cheering. That would have been an all-time tuck by Victor Stahlberg. We've seen a couple of those opportunities in this postseason from Mr. Stahlberg. He almost had one in Anaheim, if you remember that sick dangle. Kept in by Cole at the blue line. Peckham is fighting for his life in the corner here. Stretch the ice for Caron. The Blues knock it down, dump it back in from center. Luff rimmed up the board. Stahlberg, watch out. Wide open is Sagan. Wide open is Caron. Here you go with Sagan. Former Bruins players, by the way, trying to have a little bit of a connection on that shift. We're not taking as many liberties physically as St. Louis are. I mean, St. Louis, it feels like, I guess they just feel like they don't have a choice but to try to take liberties. The brilliant play to set up Riley Smith up the boards there. Sagan is just offside by millimeters. We are definitely one mistake away from a completely different hockey game. We're only halfway through this one. As they say, not completely out of the forest yet. All it takes for St. Louis right now, this game's still close. All it takes for them is one goal. The big PK, the big kill on the 5-on-3, that's a huge momentum booster for them to come away with that. They've played the physical. Tanowski hits the post. They've had that physical edge in the game. They've come away victorious on the physical front. They've got this to just a 2-0 deficit right now. They get one goal, it's a completely different game. It changes the dynamic completely. And the way that we play may even have to change. I don't think we should change anything about the way we're playing right now. We're doing everything right. Feel like a team that's firing on all cylinders. Sometimes I go into these games and I play these games and it feels like the team just can't do anything wrong. It just feels like everything clicks on all cylinders. This feels like one of those kind of games. We're doing a lot of little things right. We gotta be frustrating to play against right now. Have to be. Now you're staring at this right now, referee. Do you see what's going on? How many times are you gonna let this slide? I'm just asking for fair treatment out here, because if I did the same thing, I guarantee you penalty's coming up. I can only slash the opposing player. I can only face wash the opposing player so many times before I get a penalty called against me. Giving that play up way too frequently. Peckham has possibly saved a goal with that puck chop. Karan, can he do a slide move to get to the inside? Exchange with Eller. The give back for Karan, this brilliant stick of Boynton. Very alert play by the goaltender. He saw that pass coming through his crease. There's a saying by goaltenders, nothing easy, nothing through your crease. And what that means is if they're going to pass it through your goal crease, you knock that down with your paddler. Don't give them anything easy. Did I just see a freaking successful spinorama from Karan? Look at this guy on the boards. Karan, he's dogging it. He wants a goal in the Saddle Dome. I was going to hit someone. I really want to hit someone after the whistle. If you want to fight anyone back, it's Karan. That guy right there. That's the man you need to go after. You don't want his number. I guarantee you. You don't want his number. Don't call him maybe. That's a painful block. I mean, literally, we did everything great. We won it to the guy you want to have the puck there, Aaron Ekblad. Beef missile of a shot. And he's gonna skate right in front. He's gonna skate right in front. There you go. I told you, just wait. There's that next goal. Shala scores on a redirect. We got a 1-goal game just like that. Batted carelessly back out of the air. Blues keep it in, hammer it in from the blue line. Ekblad's trying to win the box out as hard as he can. Shala prevails with the deflection. We've got a 1-goal deficit. The Blues just needed to keep chipping away at this game. They're still in it, and now even more so. With a 1-goal deficit, they just have to surmount one. Next goal in the game is now massive. And you got to think now, if you're Calgary, think about this. For both sides, think about the power play that we had. Think about the 5-on-3 opportunities that we've had. Ollie presented with a great challenge, and now we're tied. Just like that, we are tied. Ollie could not win the physical battle in the corner. He couldn't get the puck out. Ryan Clough comes back into the Saddle Dome and breaks everybody's hearts. We are tied. It's not over, but we are now tied. We went from a dominating game up 2-0 to suddenly we are tied 2-2 just like that. A couple of bang-bang goals from the Blues. Completely different dynamic now. I told you, I talked about the different dynamic of a game. It changes the dynamic of things. Do we now need to get on the physical front? It has been. I'm telling you, this Blues team's not going to hold up on that physical play. If you're a defenseman, you need to have your head up coming back to get the puck. Mrazek is about to have the choke of a lifetime. I don't know what we're doing out here. Maybe we do need to play differently. Maybe we need to think about how we're going to play. Get a little chippy in there offensively. Get in there physically, too. Don't be afraid to out-physical, out-muscle these guys. Skate away from that. I don't want any part of that big contact. I don't want anything to do with that big business contact. We've got to keep throwing those hip checks off that zone entry. We got to show these guys that we are not going to be pushed around in this game. Kostitsyn's highly motivated tonight. He has 1 goal in the game. Go, Granlund. We got to be on side. Keep going. Keep going with me. Kostitsyn out of the corner. Give away to Oshie. Blatantly gave away as well. Oshie read that like a picture book. Peckham, you got to pin this guy. He has one of the goals that's helped the Blues tie it. It squeaks along the goal line. I kid you not. Hanowski behind you. Behind you, Hanowski. Shattenkirk's all over that. Shattenkirk skating it in, paying the price for skating that in. Ratty keeps at it, though. Shalot down low. Berglund scores. 3-2 lead. The Blues are just pushing back. We have absolutely no answer right now. Just a great... I'm speechless because that was really a great play by St. Louis and by Berglund. I mean, he had it, turned on the backhand and scored. Mrazek with the all-time collapse. Do I go to my backup netminder? This is unreal. We have had one of the... We've had the collapse of all time here in this period. Off the mask of Boynton, his ears are certainly ringing. Third line, I need a checking shift. I'm gonna go 1-2-2 aggressive. It's time to start. It's time to start playing hard. It was already time to start playing hard before we let St. Louis tie the game. That would not trickle in. I'm gonna pull the goaltender. I'm gonna do it. Goalie is pulled. First line on the ice. I got Tyler Seguin. You gotta do it. You gotta win this. We did. Saved. First line, do it again. First line, do it again. Aaron Ekblad. It's got to be a quick shot if we win it. No shot. Oh, we were given an honest effort. We have, unbelievably, a 1-goal deficit for the Calgary Flames coming into the last 20 minutes of Game 6. Oh, what is going to be necessary for the Flames to wake up now? Just, it's a gut check for us. That's what this is. This is a significant gut check for a team on home ice that looked surely on their way to taking Game 6, taking the series. Could you imagine the heartbreak for me? We lose this game, we go back to St. Louis, and we cannot take a Game 7. Backes is making a difference. His forechecking presence has certainly been felt in this game. That was such a dumb pass, though, by Backes. His forecheck got the puck back. And then he just gave it away there, going back to the blue line. He has the puck now, dished off on the wing for Schwartz. Wide open is Blake Wheeler. Good poke check there. We got to take Wheeler out of the play physically there. If we take a penalty, we got to answer back with some physical play of our own. The net has come off. That'll be a chance for a line change. I'm going to go third line in the D zone. So that would be Eller on the right side. I need my left shot to win it to the corner. He does. He wins it to the corner. Time to start thinking strategically here. Ooh, Caron. That shot was almost too much for Boynton. That glove has been so great, but that shot from Caron almost too much for Boynton. You know what? I should have answered. Oh, that's Eller. I want the Caron fight. I want to see it. Keep the third line on the ice. They had a great shift there. That's the thing that annoys me. The assistant coach changes the lines for you in the game, and they just make line changes too quickly in this game. I'm sending that up there, Caron. You gotta be ready for that play. Be on the boards. Oh, no. This should be Caron. This should be Caron. Someone, Keith Ollie, you're gonna have to fight Michael Jordan here. You're gonna have to fight Michael Jordan. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do this in the old game. Oh, he got out of it. He got out of the tangle there. I mean, this fighting system is still in the game today. It is unchanged. Keith Ollie, with great respect, great stick taps from his teammate for stepping up. We're not going to let them take liberties out here for the whole evening. Just not going to let that happen. I hope we're going to be on a power play from all this. I know those two are definitely sitting in the box. 5 minutes for fighting each. We're not on the power play, are we? We're not. The arena has gone silent. Oh, you can hear a pen drop. The atmosphere inside of the Scotiabank Saddledome. This is a chance to board play the puck. Brian Clove, Flames fans once loved you. You were once loved by Flames fans. You are loved no longer. Certainly not in this moment in time. Now, Hanowski, you're going to have to go up against 3 defenders, but he does all on his own. How in the world 3 defenders is not too much for Hanowski? Took that power move right to the net. We stand him up at the blue line. Kostitsyn, get out of this. Look at Hanowski. And then he pushed it back offside. Determined. The sheer will of Hanowski is too much for the St. Louis Blues. Uh-oh, David Backes. Ekblad and Backes has been a matchup for the ages in this series. Riley Smith, the hot stick. No, didn't get a lot of juice on that shot. Fair enough. Had a little 2-on-1 developing. Should have had a give and go. That's what we really should have done in hindsight. A give and go play. That was the power move by Hanowski right to the net and closed off by the Blues defenders at the end of it, so we couldn't get after the rebound that was laying there. Yes, look at the separation created by Stallberg. He creates the separation to get the puck. This line is really out there doing some work on the checking front. Dug out, D-to-D for Seeloff. Just wrist it back through. Pulled off the goal line, I think, by Shattenkirk. I believe that was pulled off of the goal line. I'm rimming this around the other side. Excellent D play by Hanowski. Fresh off the bench is Riley Smith. We're going to do a toe drag move to the inside. Joining the play with Sagan, but Seeloff shooting block. Dang it, offside. No fine control around that blue line. We had a little thing going there for a second. I hate that. Have to get the next goal in the game, Calgary. We have to get the next goal in the game. Of the utmost importance that we score next. At this point, how much time left? 12 and a half. I feel like for Calgary, the way this one's going, and with Boynton in the net, overcoming a 4-2 lead is insurmountable for us. Nope, I knew that a big body check was coming in there if I wasn't careful. Keep whacking at it. He doesn't have it covered. We gave it our best effort there on that shift. That was pretty interesting. It's one shift at a time right now, Calgary. One shift at a time. Salusti, not when you lose the puck. I hate that we have the windmill move, but the puck just stays there. I see it. Wide open for Riley Smith on the wing. Another dangle move to the inside. Riley Smith, poke check. Salusti ran his man over like a steam train. That was a great play coming back through. We just can't admire the hit. We need to go get the puck. Luff isn't playing any games. That was an excellent play. Answer back with some physical play of your own. Salusti just breaking out the fancy hands. Maybe just a little too much. Maybe. This is a problem. Backes with a play develop. We got a little play developing there. Granlund. Windmill. It's just too much. It's doing too much. Keep that in. Urgency has gone out the window for Calgary. We give up 3 straight goals, and urgency just goes out the window for this team. Not for Hanowski. You had a feeling he might connect at some point in this game. A huge point-blank one-time goal in front of the net. Calgary has done it. They have tied it. It is not the inevitable. They haven't pulled off the inevitable, but they have tied the game. Let's go out and get the winner. Much the same way that St. Louis had to prevail, trailing 2-0 early in this game, we have now had to prevail to get the lead erased for the St. Louis Blues, get things back to even. Let's regain the lead that we so deserve in this game. I'm running out of brain power for a game like this. This is too intense. Rich Peverly on the forecheck is a difference maker. Well worth the trade. Was he a trade? Was Peverly? Yes, from Nashville. Right. He was a simple acquisition at the deadline. Nashville just wanted to move on from a 37-year-old Rich Peverly, and his 37-year-old experience is paying big dividends. That deflected to Stallberg, who got a quick wrister on from the backhand. I'm going to draw you into a penalty. I'm going to keep going, and you will take a penalty at some point. That's the problem with the last power play, that 5-on-3 we had. We didn't put Aaron Ekblad behind the net. Remember, we had that first power play that went in. Aaron Ekblad orchestrated things from behind the net. This is an excellent, oh my, just in time was Riley Smith. Peckham to Relaxo. Down low to Sagan. This looks like a power play the way we're setting this up. The only thing they're giving us is the shot and the point, so take it. I could have lit that guy up. Absolutely lit that guy up on the dump in. I skipped something. I don't know. I skipped a big hit is what I skipped. There was a Blues player that was looking a bit roughed up after that whistle. So Ekblad, to protect himself, we're going to chop it wide of Mrazek. We almost gave up a big goal right there. That would have been costly, obviously. Huge connection behind the net. Aaron Ekblad is involved in that one. Stallberg. Dangle from away from the player back checking. Dished off to Ekblad. On the point, Eller is a brave man to stand in front of that deflection. This is your time. This is your time, Aaron Ekblad. Why you wear the A, why you get paid $8 million. This is a great time to prove it. We got away with that. The Blues are really, they're going to be incensed over that call. Ekblad. Oh. Luff knocks it back to Ekblad. Ekblad the gift to Sagan. Sagan around the stick lift. 2 stick lifts to win the game. The confidence is reeling from the Calgary Flames. They're feeling this game now. I thought the captain just won the game. I really thought he just won the game. The way that he shrugged off those stick checks, that was a sly move by Stallberg to avoid a big hit. Probably would have put him in CTE protocol. By the side of the net, looking for Caron. Back up top. I told you Caron will be difficult to box out. You're going to have your work cut out for you, St. Louis. Wow, 1:37 to go in this one. And this is Sagan's miss. You know it is. Right in the prime area where you score goals. Why not? Why could it just not go? Gonna be ruined that one for a while. Game 6 on the brink of overtime. It truly is. It wouldn't surprise me. Eller coming back through on the back check in center ice. Stallberg punches it to the outside. A nice deke to get around. We're going to kick this behind the net. Caron giving help. I want to see that third line put in a nice punchy shift here. Excellent hip check from Peckham. You couldn't have timed it any better. I'm saucering it. Go, Kostitsyn. Oh! And it is interference. The Blues just can't get out of their own way in this game. That was such a weird play. He was trying to play the puck, and in the end of it, he collected Kostitsyn. It results in an interference penalty. The biggest power play of the night. Well, Ekblad, we clearly know where we have to go. He's taking it behind the net. Aaron Ekblad from behind the net. Ekblad in front. It bounces to Tulosti. Now Hanowski. Oh, the Eller deflection. The Eller deflection. That was brilliant stuff. 22nd. We got to push this. Who's that on the wing? Rajala. Outside. In to Tulosti. Eller. Remember, Eller had a game winner. Into Boynton. 5 seconds to go. Goaltender pull territory. Goaltender is pulled. It's got to be first unit all the way. First unit all the way. I need a breather here before we go to take this face off. Everybody does. Such a great look at that redirect. Remember, Eller had the game winner that put us into round 3 in overtime. Oh, why? No, we will see overtime. We will see OT in Game 6. Oh my. Overtime. The always stressful overtime. Thank goodness we're not facing elimination. The Blues have a man in the penalty box. You can see that clearly there for yourself. 1:19. Is there a quick game winner? We saw it in Game 2. The quick game winner that was in Game 2. A softie from Peter Mrazek. Can we have the fortune returned to us in this one? Riley Smith. Got to stop dangling. It's a power play. Get in the zone and get your advantage. Get on your man advantage. That's going to be onside. Granlund cut back. Hanowski, the reason that we're in this overtime. Man, the Blues are not going to give anything up. Ooh, huge rebound like a trampoline. They get the clear. Oh, we missed Sagan. That's okay. Riley Smith, you got to battle for this one. Cleared by Pietrangelo. Nothing given. Nothing earned as well on the power play for the Calgary Flames. Sagan, bump move to the outside. Backdoor to Riley Smith. He flung it wide. Blues have their man out of the box. Riley Smith, man, what is with these pirouettes, dude? This isn't a figure skating contest. Down low for Sagan. Sagan bumped. We have a forward playing D for the time being. No, we don't. Laxo got on the ice. We got a good clean change on the ice. Petrecki driving to the corner. Won by Peckham. He wins that battle. We're going to send this in. We got to just make sure we hammer the puck in deep right here. Good retrieval, but no, we miss it. I'll play it. He fell down. We're going to play the puck. Eller, wide open. Caron. Why? I was hoping there would be a shot. This is just so tense for me. Icing. God, this is crazy. I don't know what I have no thoughts in my mind. I'm just so nervous for overtime. This is just, I was nervous for the Anaheim one. I'm nervous for this one. Oh, he almost won it. There was so much room on that side of the net. He missed it though. Doesn't go in if you miss it about a few feet wide. I'm dogging Ryan Clough here. I have to be. Keith Ollie may have just helped save the day with that play. If we can, just flip it out frantically. Just get it out frantically if you have to. I don't want any second or third chance opportunities for the Blues. Sent back in by St. Louis. Seal off the retrieval. Got to get it moving quickly. Ollie left it. Why don't you want any part of this puck, Keith Ollie? He's afraid to touch the puck in overtime. This is going to cost us, bro. Get off the ice surface if you're not going to touch the puck. Dropped. Well, it was supposed to be dropped. I'm taking that shot. It hit the shoulder of Boynton. That's a huge save. A lucky break for the St. Louis Blues. Their goaltender catching a break here. Hanowski trying to just shovel the puck further in. Forecheck doing everything I'm asking them to, just not coming away with possession. Blues have dominated overtime. That's not a good sign to me. Yes! Ekblad clotheslining hit. Let up for Hanowski. Hanowski leads the charge for the Flames. I want to make sure we get this in. I'm sending it down low. Kostichin, you got to peel off that. Fed in front for Hanowski, who could have doubled up on his tying goal to win the game. Blues go offside. I get so panicked with these overtime games, especially in scenarios like this one. The importance of this game is massive. There's two outcomes. Blues win. We go back to St. Louis. We have to play Game 7. Or we could just get the job done here. We could just get the job done here and advance to the Stanley Cup Final. We are playing the Ottawa Senators in that scenario. I'm playing this, so just have your head up. I'm playing this. Be aware. Protect the puck. Protect your body. The Blues they have left nothing on the table in this game. They've had a really well-played Game 6. I got to give it up to them. They've had a good game plan for this Game 6. Their penalties have been a bit costly for them tonight, but they have definitely ruffled some feathers in this game. I want to ruffle some right back. Blake Wheeler turns one on. Backus again. Peckham again. My nightmare continues. I gotta dodge one of these. The takedown! Judo takedown by Theo Peckham. He's gonna go to the box. He definitely took a penalty. Backus stood up for his teammate with that one. He didn't like the hit. None too pleased with that one. Oh, no. No, we talk about huge that we got a piece of that. We talk about St. Louis's penalties and how costly St. Louis's penalties could be. What about our own? No. That's not a time to jump up on that. Sagan was a one-man show. He had his shot at it. He didn't succeed. He had his chance. The Blues are changing. Catch him changing. Go. Catch him changing. I'm about to walk you, son, like a treadmill. Well, someone had a lot to say about that at the end of the play. The much smaller Cogliano. I love the effort. I appreciate a good effort. Oh my God, 45 shots faced. Not enough. It's still not enough. That fourth goal for Calgary still looms large and hasn't gone in. Uh-oh. Let's just send it in. Just send it in. Just send it into the zone. Yes. I know, Peverly, you're outmanned, outgunned. Good effort, though. We're trying. We're trying with this kill. I appreciate that effort. That is unfortunate, but that's huge. Cleared down the rink. I knew it. As soon as I tried to get after that, I knew the controller had disconnected, which we've seen a few of those in this one. We're going to Game 7. We're going to Game 7. No! I'm stunned right now. I knew that he was going to be there and that we just couldn't get to Jaden Schwartz quick enough. The Blues pull this one completely out of their ass. They really didn't deserve to win this game. If you ask me, by all accounts, did not deserve to win it. They come away victorious. I say it all that you know that you can never predict a Game 7. I don't know what to say about this game. We should have won it. We pushed OT. It was a really good game, a good effort by Calgary. Anything can happen, unfortunately, in a Game 7. We have to go back to St. Louis to play that 7th game.